Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thanks for joining me once again here on Talk and Fight for another episode of Boxing News Today, courtesy of our friends across the pond at boxing247.com. Today, we're going to start off with a bit of news out of Dubai. World champion Estella Mosby and her challenger Yanina del Carmen Loscano both made weight ahead of their big historic fight, the lightweight title showdown that's taking place in Dubai at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Stadium at the United Arab Emirates. It's Friday night. Today's Thursday. It's 24 hours. The opening night of Pro Bellum Evolution takes place at Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Stadium on Friday, with the packed card also featuring WBC Super Featherweight title eliminator, a fast-rising British prospect, and a fearsome heavyweight puncher. French star and Olympic gold medalist Mosby tops the packed card against her dangerous Argentinian rival in the first ever female world title fight to headline a show in the Middle East, with Ireland's Joan O'Carroll acting as chief support in a 10-rounder against Ghana's Patrick Irie. Boxing starts at 5:20 p.m. local time, with the action from a major night of boxing being broadcast by Eurosport's linear channels, Discovery Plus, and Eurosport app to 62 million homes across Europe and the Indian subcontinent. Fubo TV will also stream both the Pro Bellum Evolution shows to its audience in North America, with ESPN Knockout showing the cards in South America. The results from the weigh-in, by the way, which were held at the Irish Village. Estella Mosby clocked in at 9 stones, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Loscano clocked in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. I believe they're both the same weight. Estella Mosby, by the way, holds a record of 9-0, whereas Loscano is 10-1. Fantastic night of entertainment planned within 24 hours, taking place in Dubai, and a historic night indeed, especially for women's boxing. Fantastic stuff. Right on. Moving across the pond, Dave Allen is going head-to-head against Milan Puenov at Newcastle's Hilton Hotel. That's next week. Nope, that's this weekend, March 19th. Popular heavyweight Dave Allen hits the Northeast on Saturday, March 19th, when he takes center stage on a Fight Academy card at Newcastle's Hilton Head, live on Fight Zone. Known for his huge social media profile, the Conisborough man can fight a bit too, having faced some top heavies in the 26-fight career to date, including Luz Ortiz, Tony Yoka, and Dillian White. Now 29, Dave is on a ring return after taking some time away from the game after a 2019 loss to Liverpool's David Price, with 2 wins added to his ledger since. With a mooted future class against big punching Alan the Savage Babic potentially on the cards, the likable Yorkshireman and former Commonwealth title challenger is due to face Bulgaria's Milan Puenov, who's 5-8 with 4 knockouts, in another comeback outing. The night will also be a special occasion for exciting local favorite Tommy the Hitman Hudson, who will make his first appearance as a pro in his local city. Since turning over in August last year, all 4 of the unbeaten 25-year-old bouts have taken place in Yorkshire, England, though that hasn't stopped the popular fighter bringing a loud army of support with him, including friend Joe the Benwell Bomber Laws. From nearby North Shields, big things are expected of Hudson, a former England international and senior ABA winner, with experienced promoter and manager Dennis Hobson describing his debut performance as the best he'd ever seen. Another local fighter on the card is Wallsend's Anthony Ormsby. The 23-year-old turned pro in 2018 and has racked up a 5-1 record, the only blemish coming to local rival CM's Jordan Ellison in a close points defeat in September last year. Debutants make up the rest of the card, with Doncaster's Harrison Hobson, Newcastle's Kai Richmond, and Sunderland-based Paul Lewicki, all getting the first taste of professional boxing. All right, let's move along here. Tim Tszyu. It's a tough one. Help me out in the comments, please. Tim Tszyu versus Terrell Gaushu. That'll take place. It's a fight coming up at the Armory in Minneapolis, USA. After a long flight from Australia, WBO ranked #1 contender Tim Tszyu, 20-0 with 15 knockouts, has arrived in the United States of America in preparation for his upcoming showdown with 2012 US Olympian Terrell Gaushu. Gausha, 22-2-1 with 11 knockouts. Sayu versus Gausha, a 12-round clash, will headline live on Showtime Saturday, March 26th from the Armory in Minneapolis in a PBC event. Said Sayu, I have come to America with big visions of taking over the whole super welterweight division and becoming the next great 154-pound champion of the world, he said. To become a legend, you must come to America at some point in your career and leave a mark on the sport. I want to continue my family's legacy in boxing as well as forge my own journey. March 26th is the start of my era. Fair enough. Going across the continent over to California, where we'll see Ruben Villa take on Horatio Garcia at the Doubletree Hotel. That's in Ontario, California, USA on April 15th. Returning after his first chance at a world title, Thompson Boxing's featherweight contender Ruben Drac Villa, who's 18-1 with 5 knockouts, who's co-promoted with Banner Promotions, will make his 2022 debut as he headlines Thompson Boxing's Path to Glory event on Friday, April 15th. Villa will square off against battle-tested veteran Horatio Garcia, who's 35-5-1 with 25 knockouts, fighting out of Guadalajara, Mexico, in a 10-round main event. The event will take place, as I said, at the Doubletree Hotel. Tickets are already selling fast, with doors open at 6:30 Pacific time. As one of several talented Thompson boxing fighters to challenge for a world title, Villa makes his long-awaited return to the ring. Villa's last fight was a narrow loss against Emmanuel Navarrete, who's 35-1, by the way, 29 knockouts. Wow. In October of 2020, after a year-and-a-half break from action, Villa is energized and focused on his goal of becoming a world champion. He said, I've fallen in love with the sport of boxing once again. The year or so I was out, I focused on all the things I need to improve on. I've always said I want to bring a world title fight to Salinas, and that is still the goal. So this is just the start of a new beginning and a better version of myself. The road to redemption starts on April 15th against a worthy opponent in Garcia. Elsewhere on that card, by the way, in a 6-round co-feature, we're going to see Richard Cool Breeze Brewer Jr., who's 10-0, 4 knockouts, fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. And he'll face Walter Two Guns Wright, 17-8, with 8 knockouts of his own, out of Seattle, Washington, in a middleweight bout. I am ready to start 2022 off on the right track, and I'm looking forward to having a big year with Thompson Boxing, said Brewer. I'm going to make noise in my division this year. The goal is to fight as much as possible and work my way towards 10-round bouts by the end of the year. I know that fighting in meaningful fights gives me a chance at belts, and I want to collect as many of those as I can. I've not taken an easy road, and I will continue to show how talented I am in April. Awesome. Granite Chin Promotions announces Hometown Royalty will take place on May 7th at the Bridgewater Veterans Club in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Granite Chin Promotions has announced its 3rd promotional event of 2022, Hometown Royalty, is scheduled for Saturday night, May 7th at the Bridgewater Veterans Club in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Hometown Royalty is presented by Granite Chin in association with Capiola Boxing Promotions and Shearns Boxing Promotions. Professional boxers from the South Shore of the Bay State will be featured, including reigning New England welterweight champion Mike Bandman Ohan, who's 14-1 with 8 knockouts, fighting out of Holbrook, whereby Brian the Polish Prince Kyle Swiecki, who's 30-6, wow, with 11 knockouts of his own. New Bedford light heavyweight Idan Makpan, 5-0, 4 knockouts, and Brockton's pro debut of 2022 New England Gold. Elsewhere, we're going to see, this is unfortunate. Olympic heavyweight bronze medalist Fraser Clark underwent hand surgery yesterday and was withdrawn from the Boxer Fight Night show on Saturday, March 26th at the OVO Wembley Arena. The action-packed show is headlined with the big London cruiserweight collision between Richard Reporhe and Dion Juma, plus unbeaten light heavyweight star Dan Aziz, Olympian talent Caroline Dubois, unbeaten lightweight hotshot Adam Azim faces Connor Marsden, and his brother Hassan is in the welterweight action as well. Chris Congo, the pro debut of London heavyweight star Jimmy TKV, Southampton hitter Joe Pickford, The pro debut of Team England amateur starred Jimmy Lee, Lewis Green, and Harry Scarfsquare for the vacant English welterweight title, and super flyweight prospect Shannon Ryan makes her pro debut. Anyway, back to Clark. He sustained a hand injury during a sparring session, and following a successful operation, he will now allow time to rest and recover before commencing a course of rehabilitation treatment at the Loughborough University. He was due to face Spain's Gabriel on the show, but the burden upon Trent Talent will not be able to punch for 6 weeks, and is anticipated that he will return to the ring again in 10 to 12 weeks' time and resume his career. Big Fraze, as he's known, captured bronze in Beijing last summer as a Team GB captain, and he made his pro debut last month at the Amir Khan Calbrook undercard with a first-round stoppage of Jake Darnell at the AO Arena, Manchester, to kick off his campaign in the heavyweight division. And as promised, let's end off today's show with a little bit of Irish. Irish great Joe Ward joins Pro Bellum ahead of a crucial year. Joe Ward has been told the next 12 months are crucial after he signed a co-promotional deal with Pro Bellum and DeBella Entertainment. The 28-year-old is ready to give his professional career a major shot in the arm, having fought just 7 times since 2019, mainly due to a devastating knee injury suffered on his professional debut. Ward is one of the most decorated amateurs in Irish history, winning 3 gold medals at European Amateur Championships, as well as 2 silvers and a bronze at World Amateur Championships. The light heavyweight also boxed for his country at the 2016 Rio Olympics, but Ward is determined to make up for lost time and transfer his incredible international amateur pedigree to the pro ranks. I'm excited to be working with Pro Bellum, he says. I think that their global reach and they're a great addition to my team. Lou DeBella has done a great job of building my career in the US, but I believe that Pro Bellum will really help build my name internationally. I'm looking forward to a bright future with a strong team behind me. As former Irish Olympians go, Joe Ward is one of the best and undoubtedly one of the must-watch prospects in the light heavyweight division, said Lou DeBella, president of DeBella Entertainment. Since the devastating injury on his pro debut, Joe's comeback has been extraordinary and is at full strength. 2022 will be a year of growth where he can establish his credentials as a championship contender, and with Pro Bellum's help, I expect Joe to fight more often on the world stage. Teaming up with Pro Bellum is going to greatly increase Joe's notoriety around the world, said Adam Glenn, Ward's manager. He's achieved so much internationally at the Olympic and medal world and European championships. We believe he has everything you need to be an international star. Well, today being St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, I will leave you to your green beer and started you off with some Irish news out of Dubai, ending you with some Irish news coming to us courtesy of Pro Bellum and DeBella Entertainment. I thank you once again for joining me here on Talk and Fight. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in less than an hour when we're joined by some friends from South Africa and England. We'll see you then.